This is a recording of a meditation story. Just waiting for you to find somewhere cozy to sit or lie down. Be nice if you were somewhere quiet, but that's not always possible. So just put the bubble around yourself. So whatever's going on outside of your bubble, you can just focus on my voice at the same time as feeling your body relaxing and getting heavier. Taking some breaths, breathing in the new and blowing out, letting go of anything that you don't need right here, right now. Lovely, and let your breathing go back to normal. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel where you're sitting, on the cushion or the floor or the chair. And then I'd like you to notice, with your eyes either closed or just very soft, you might be looking down at the floor. I'd like you to notice in your imagination that there's another door in the room that you're in now. A room that you know very, very well. But just for now, there's a new door. Can you see it? And the wind from outside, beautiful sort of summer breeze, is billowing a curtain through that doorway. And you go over to the curtain and push it aside, and then step through the doorway and find yourself in a meadow. Beautiful summer's day, lovely and warm, golden sun shining down, butterflies, bees, little flowers in your meadow and long grass. And straight away you see there's a dragon waiting for you over there in the middle of the meadow. You may know the dragon, you may have met the dragon before, or it may be new to you. But you sense that this dragon is very happy to see you. And as you get closer, I'd like you to notice what colour your dragon is. You might like to reach out your hand and stroke along the side of the dragon and feel how that feels. There's a low purring sound, like a deep rumble coming from inside the dragon, a very happy sound, a very peaceful sound. And as you go round to the head, the dragon welcomes you. And you can climb up onto the dragon's head. It might lower it down to the floor for you. You climb up and then down the neck and find a place to sit just in between where the wings start, so in between the shoulder blades of your dragon. You may have a seat, a cosy seat that's the perfect shape and size, fluffy, perfect colour. Get really comfortable, strap yourself in. You may have a saddle on your dragon, or you may just be riding your dragon without any of that, just holding on. And once you're comfortable, the dragon takes some steps. Feel your weight being carried by this incredible beast beneath you. And after a few steps, the dragon starts to run, and then the enormous wings either side of you start to stretch out and beat. And the dragon lifts itself and you off the ground. And it circles just above the meadow, going up and up and up, higher and higher, so that the meadow is getting smaller and you can see the trees and the sights of your own town. You might be able to see your own house. You might be able to see cars, people walking around, anything else that you recognise. As you go up and up, it all gets smaller and smaller. And you can feel the fresh air against your face. What else can you notice? go through the air on the back of your dragon. And then the dragon takes off to the right and starts beating the wings faster. And you go in a straight line through the clouds, fast. Over the ocean you're flying. And when the clouds start to clear and start to come down again in a spiral, you notice you're in a new and magical land that you've not noticed or been to before. You can see mountain tops, you can see a trace of the river coming down the mountain. Just the dragons enjoying flying around the mountains so you can see. And you're both looking out now because you're trying to spot a crystal pyramid. So keep looking. I wonder either you or the dragon will spot it first as you start to spiral down and down and down. And there it is, a crystal pyramid nestled in the mountains. And as you get closer, you realise just how big this pyramid is. And your dragon lands on the ground next to the pyramid. Just take a moment to look. It looks pretty solid from where you're standing. The sunshine is glinting on each of the sides of the pyramid. But as you walk towards it with your dragon, you get a bit closer and a bit closer, and you realise that actually the wall of the pyramid closest to where you're standing looks almost like a liquid. And just to try it out, just go and try just putting your hand through the side. Oh yes, it goes inside, through the side of your pyramid. And so you want to stick your head through and have a look, and the rest of you follows, and the dragon comes too. And you find yourself in the most beautiful, peaceful pyramid, filled with everything that you love, everything that you enjoy. So there's your favourite people there. There's the sounds of a waterfall in the distance and some music playing. You can hear the calls of different animals. It's your favourite kind of weather inside the pyramid, and it does appear even bigger from inside, bigger than you expected. So keep on walking until you're right in the centre of the pyramid. So if you were to look up now, right up to the sky, you would see the very topmost point of the pyramid where all the walls reach up to the top, like a point above you. And as you're standing there, you look over at your dragon friend, and he or she is doing a dance. It looks like a dance anyway. You kind of raise your eyebrows and think, what on earth is this dragon doing? It's kind of jerking and shaking and wriggling. And then you remember that reptiles do this every now and again when they're growing. They shed a skin. They shed what they don't need anymore because they're growing and they're becoming a new self. And that's what you're going to do too. We can do it too. We can let go of things that we don't need, just like we're shedding an old skin. So ideas or hobbies, things that we used to enjoy doing that we don't want to do anymore, that we don't want to live like that anymore. We've got new ideas and new things that we want to take up. So just imagining that you're shaking things off. You might be dropping bags on the floor, or just watch as you can let a layer of your skin that you don't need anymore shed from you. Wriggle, 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 wriggle. That's it. Brilliant. And just like the dragon's skin, yours also goes down to the bottom of the pyramid onto the floor, and it just beautifully disappears into the liquid of the bottom of the pyramid, into the ground. And as we do that, as we let go of the things that we don't need anymore, the ground can receive all of that and make new from it. Just like trees let go of their autumn leaves, we can do the same. And the autumn leaves go to the ground and they start to rot down, and they're used as food and nourishment for the seeds later on in the year. So that's what you're doing. You're letting go of what you don't need. Now, having done that, does that feel any different? Just think about your body. How's it feeling as you move around a little bit? Now, looking at your dragon is full of energy, very excited, and looks really shiny and new. And you kind of know what that feels like. You've got that kind of little buzz in your step now. And just take a moment now to go and do something inside the pyramid that you just really want to do. You might want to go and jump in a pool of water. It could be anything. Climb a wall, I don't know, whatever you most enjoy doing. Sing a song, do a dance, find your favourite people. You're doing your favourite thing, the thing that helps you swell with enjoyment. Feel big and bold, happy. It lights you up inside when you do this thing. Yeah. Lovely stuff. Now, when you're ready, and when your dragon's ready, more to the point, you're going to join together again, and you're going to go back to the wall where you came in. You can come back to this pyramid anytime you like, okay? It's always going to be there if you need a booster. So go back through your liquid wall, and then once you're outside in the land of the mountains, the new land, climb onto your dragon and let your dragon lift you up and up and up so that the crystal pyramid behind you gets smaller and smaller. And then you're up in the clouds and your dragon goes turbo speed, back straight line, back through the clouds, over the ocean, back the way you came. Feel that wind in your hair. You might like to snuggle down into the dragon to keep warm. And then you come out of the clouds and you start to spiral down, and you start to see the familiar sights of your town, the people, the cars, any buildings that you recognize, trees, anything else. And then of course you find the meadow. And the dragon is circling down and down, and the meadow gets bigger and bigger until he makes a very skillful landing in the centre of the meadow. And it's time to say goodbye for now. So give your dragon a hug, touch your forehead to the dragon's forehead, however you want to say thank you and goodbye. And then make your way back across the meadow through the flowers with the butterflies and the bees and the grass until you see your doorway with the curtain. And when you're ready, go up to the curtain and push it to the side so that you can come back into this room. Come back to where you're sitting or lying. You might like to wiggle your fingers and toes to welcome back your imagination back into your body. Feel the surface that you're sitting on or lying on. Feel how it feels to be breathing because you're back in your body, here and now. And you might like to take a moment before you get back into the world. Just take a moment to think through what you saw. If you've got some paper and pens, you might like to jot it down or draw it. And welcome back.